We're getting ready to head out to do a little end of season squirrel hunting here in Missouri, and it just really got me thinking of a conversation I had the other day regarding the Second Amendment and hunting. And I've heard this conversation on social media, I've heard media talk about it, I've heard political figures talk about it. And I just want to make it very clear that the Second Amendment is not protecting your right to be a hunter or your right to hunt. I mean, it does that, of course, but the Conservation Department is what does that. The Second Amendment protects your right to self-preservation or preservation of country. It does not protect your right to hunt, and the conversation I'm kind of sick of hearing about is this idea, well, why would you need a 30-round magazine or an AR-15 to hunt with if you can't hit a deer with 1 or 2 shots? That's not what that is even about. Most people that have AR-15s do it for their Second Amendment rights and to protect their families and protect themselves and their neighbors and their country. Now, granted, it's also a great rifle to hunt with because it's incredibly accurate. But the one time I did go hunting with an AR-15, I carried a 5-round magazine. Now, for the record, I've never gotten off more than 1 shot when I'm deer hunting. I've never been able to get a second shot off, ever. So I'm not worried about those follow-up shots when I'm deer hunting. I'm worried about the follow-up shots when I'm trying to protect my family. That's when I'm worried about it. So I just wanted to take this time and just specifically address, to try to shut that argument down. Of course, we don't need more than 3 rounds to hunt with. In the state of Missouri, you can't hunt with more than 3 rounds anyway. The idea is that it's to protect yourself. It's to protect your family. It's to protect your neighbors. It's to protect your loved ones and protect your country. That's why we do it. That's why the forefathers wrote the Second Amendment. They didn't write it because they were avid hunters and they wanted to make sure that Americans always had the right to hunt. They wrote it because they've seen governments around the world throughout the history of the world oftentimes go the wrong direction. And when citizens are unarmed, it goes the wrong direction really quick. And when citizens are armed, it tends to often meet with resistance. And that's the point of why the Second Amendment was written, is because the forefathers knew human nature, and they knew that there would always be this need to be able to protect yourself, protect your family, protect your loved ones, and protect your country. That's why we need AR-15s, not for our right to hunt. So if you hear somebody saying, well, why would you need an AR-15 hunt? You don't need it to protect yourself. But again, it does make an awesome hunting rifle as well, but it's typically not my first choice when I'm out hunting. Definitely my last choice when I'm out squirrel hunting. So love to hear your thoughts on this, and I know you guys have heard this argument. Just let's get it shut down. Second Amendment is not written to protect our right to hunt. Second Amendment was written to protect for our right to bear arms and protect our families, ourselves. It's for self-preservation and preservation of country. So love to hear your thoughts on it. Put it in the comments below. If you like this video, click like and subscribe. If you feel called to support this channel to Patreon, that link is also below. But the most important part of this channel is we take prayer requests. Never hesitate to send that in. Thank you for watching this episode of God, Family, and Guns. And as always, love God, love your family, and love guns.